All right, fight fans, we just witnessed David Benavidez go to war with David Morrell in one of the most anticipated matchups at light heavyweight, and I'm telling you, I was loving it. So now the Mexican monster has put his stamp in the light heavyweight division by securing a super tough, unanimous decision, but I got something different. The real question in my mind right now is, did this fight with David Morrell raise more concerns than it answered? And we're gonna break that down, and we're gonna talk about what went down in the fight and what's next for both of these fighters. This is Serious Ground Boxing, and I gotta give you a quick jab of boxing news from around the world, so feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Now listen, this was not a walk in the park for David Benavidez. Now, David Morrell, he came into this fight sharp, fast, and for the first couple of rounds, David Morrell was executing a solid game plan. But something happened, because I'm telling you, man, David Morrell, he was managing the distance very well. He was making David Benavidez very hesitant. And even the boxing fans in our Facebook group, they were really saying, hey, this might be an upset. But something changed, man. So I'm telling you, it all changed because it seemed like something happened and David Morrell abandoned his movement. He stood in range and he played right into David Benavidez's hands. And once Benavidez started walking him down, cutting off the ring, he started landing vicious body shots. Man, the momentum quickly shifted, and man, David Morrell, he did not have a chance in my mind. He just lacked the experience, in my opinion. Now, to David Morrell's credit, he didn't fold though. You know what I'm saying? He fought back. He dropped David Benavidez in the 11th round. He had a well-placed shot. It looked like it was like on the shoulder, on the side of the shoulder, but he was trying to build that momentum. But guess what happened? He threw an illegal shot after the bell, and the referee stopped the fight. He told everyone to get out the ring. He deducted a point from David Morrell. Now, I will say this. To be fair, David Benavidez hit David Morrell after the bell, and David Morrell hit David Benavidez after the bell. But the referee only called David Morrell, and it was the first time, and he deducted a point. And I was like, oh, man. Referee inserts himself into a gigantic fight. It led some people on Facebook to speculate that the books were cooked. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, it just is what it is. But anyway, like I said, he lost a crucial point after the bell because he hit David Benavidez after the bell. And in my opinion, that made it where it was very difficult to come back. You know what I'm saying? The comeback was gone. You know what I'm saying? Now, in the end, David Benavidez, he got a unanimous decision. Two of the judges had it 115 to 111. One of the judges had it 118 to 108. And basically, David Benavidez proved that he is a problem at 175 pounds. But this fight left so many people with some questions because everybody was like, David Benavidez just looked normal at 175 pounds. So is he really a monster after all? Because one of the biggest discussions out of this fight was David Benavidez's power. Now, we've seen him obliterate individuals at 168, but at 175, things are just looking different. His power is not transferring up. Even when David Morrell stood right in front of Benavidez, he never was hurt. He didn't stumble. He wasn't fumbling around. He just took David Benavidez's best shots and he kept coming. Now, does that mean that David Benavidez's power is overrated? I'm going to say no. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it raises a concern in my mind if he has enough power to challenge the monsters of the light heavyweight division. And when I'm thinking about the monsters, I'm thinking about Dimitri Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. Now, David Benavidez, he sparred with Dimitri Bivol. He's talked about it. So he may be able to, deal with him, but time has changed. And Bivol been, doing what big guys do and fighting elite at the elite level. So if David Morrell could take the shots of David Benavidez, how are these other guys gonna deal with these power? Because they durable as well, So it just pops up a question in my mind like, what is really going on? So let's talk about what's next for Benavidez and David Morrell. Now with David Benavidez, he has a couple of options. He's already lined up for a ringside seat February 22nd, 2025, because Artur Beterbiev and Dimitri Bivol are gonna go down and have an undisputed showdown. That's right. Two. You know what I'm saying? So I think Benavidez is gonna demand a shot at the winner. But the crazy thing is that David Benavidez does not want to fight in Saudi Arabia. He wants to fight in Las Vegas, where he believes that he can sell more tickets and basically control his own narrative. But let's be real. Look, if you want a shot at the title, you want a shot at the throne, and guess what you're going to have to do? You don't got the luxury of just choosing your own venue, because the big dogs are going to choose the venue that they want to fight at. You got what I'm saying? But I'm getting ready to get out of here, but I got to address the elephant in the room, and that is Canelo Alvarez. That's right. I totally believe that fight is not going to happen. I don't think Canelo and his team want David Benavidez. I think they're looking elsewhere. They're going to look around everybody except David Benavidez. Now, with David Morrell, I give him a lot of credit. He stood in that pocket. He was going toe-to-toe with David Benavidez. He was absorbing some vicious body shots, some blows from David Benavidez. And David Morrell, he was not stumbling, fumbling. He didn't look like he was hurt. He proved to the world that he belongs at 175 pounds, and he earned a lot of respect, gained a lot of exposure, and I think he made it where even more people are gonna avoid fighting David Morrell, because he took all of David Benavidez's shots. And this dude is only 27, so he got a lot of time. Now, of course, there's not going to be an immediate rematch, but, I think Morrell could fight Anthony Yard, or the loser of Beterbiev Bivol. I don't know what's next for Morrell, but those are some options. But David Morrell has proved that he is a fighter that everybody has to look at and everybody needs to be cautious of, because that guy can fight. He's proved it. You got what I'm saying? That's just what I think. But I got a question. Where does Benavidez go from here? Does he have the power to deal with the elites at 175 pounds? And is David Morrell officially a problem in his division? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Who should Benavidez fight next? And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay locked. This is Serious Grind Boxing, and I'm going to talk to you later. Stay on the grind.